Every year, Las Vegas, Sin City, famous for its over-the-top casinos, nightlife, and entertainment, hosts the largest electronic dance music festival in North America. A 3-day celebration of music, art, and community brings together over 500,000 music lovers from all over the world. Known for its mind-expanding 10 stages and world-class DJs, the Electronic Daisy Carnival, or EDC for short, takes over the 1,200-acre Las Vegas Motor Speedway. EDC is not just about the music. It's also a visual spectacle with stunning art, carnival rides, and performers in elaborate costumes. It's a feast for all the senses. EDC is like nothing else that I've ever experienced. The energy, the music, the atmosphere, it's incredible. It's hard to describe without being there, and that's why I'm taking you guys along with me. Join me under the electric sky. Welcome to Boundaries Unlimited. So tip number 1, first things first, before we go to EDC, you need to secure your ticket, which comes in a wristband. There's actually 3 different ticket options. The first one being general admission, which gets you through the gates of EDC and gives you pretty much everything that EDC has to offer. Option number 2 is general admission plus, which gives you a dedicated, expedited entry into EDC, and it gives you special access to better restrooms that have air conditioning instead of just having to use porta potties. Option number 3, the most expensive option, is VIP, which gives you everything the others offer, plus VIP-only sections such as elevated viewing decks and better food options, better drink options. Note, you don't need anything but general admission to ride the rides. From personal experience, I would recommend saving the money and just getting general admission. While the extras are nice, I feel like they're not worth the premium. Now, let's head to Vegas.
Tony, Keon, you son of a
bitch.
She stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Where she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl.
A desert metropolis built on gambling, vice, and other forms of entertainment. In just a century of existence, Las Vegas has drawn millions of visitors and trillions of dollars in wealth to southern Nevada. The city was founded by ranchers and railroad workers, but quickly found that its greatest asset was not its springs, but its casinos. Gambling and prostitution provided a perfect home for East Coast organized crime. Beginning in the 1940s, money from drugs and racketeering built casinos and was laundered within them. Visitors came to partake in what the casinos offered: low-cost luxury and the thrill of fantasies fulfilled. So now you're in Vegas, now we need to talk about the most important step, and that's getting to the Speedway. The easiest and most efficient way to get to the Vegas Motor Speedway is by taking the official EDC shuttles. They're the only shuttle that has a designated drop-off spot right at the front gates, and they have a shortcut that takes you right to the Air Force Base that takes on average about an hour to get there. Super important that you sign up for notifications because they sell out within 10 minutes. This can easily make or break your experience. Another shuttle option is called the One and Only Shuttle. I've only read about it, but I've heard it's a good option and they offer free drinks along the way, so another good option for you. Now, the third and probably the worst option is either driving, taking Uber, or a taxi. It's easily probably one of the most expensive ways, and it can take a long time to get there. Tony. Put the little one down, bro. We just arrived at the Bellagio after stocking up for the whole weekend. Now, tip number 2 is hydrate. Tip number 2, hydrate. Now, it's super important that you stay hydrated at EDC because you will become overstimulated with all the sights and sounds that you see out there, and you'll end up with a glass of Red Bull and vodka. Actually, Ghost and vodka, somehow. I personally drink a ton of water throughout the day, and before we go to EDC, while we're pre-gaming, I always drink some Pedialyte, and I have a second Pedialyte waiting on me when I come back to the hotel room at night. Remember, EDC is a marathon, not a sprint. Speaking of marathons, wear comfortable shoes. I'm personally gonna wear some Hokas tomorrow. It doesn't matter if they're old man shoes, they are comfortable shoes. During the day, Sin City sleeps, but once the sun sets is when Las Vegas shows its true colors. Night number 1 was an amazing night to start off the EDC weekend. We started off by exploring all the different stages and rides that were available. We ultimately ended up spending a lot of time in a stage called the Bionic Jungle because there was much less people and it was located on grass instead of concrete. My feet were thanking me afterwards. But by 2:30 a.m. we were exhausted and ready to get back on the shuttle. I think I'm just getting too old for these types of events. We arrived back at the Bellagio at 5:30 a.m. for the after party. Sleep. When I say EDC is a marathon, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Day number 2. We decided to leave later at 8 p.m. tonight since we threw in the towel early the night before, which ended up being a great idea. We started the night at the Bionic Jungle. I later split from Tony and Keon and went to the main stage to see Tiesto play at midnight. To my surprise, I was able to make it to the front of the kinetic stage and I had to get in my signature dance move, push-ups. If you ever come to EDC, seeing Tiesto play live is essential. Also, quick tip, you won't have great cell phone service at EDC, so if you plan to leave your group like I did, plan a meetup location in case you guys get lost. It's very easy to get lost, just like I did tonight. Since it was my last night at EDC, I decided I would do something I've never done before, stay for sunrise. Watching the sunrise at EDC was an absolute amazing experience. I would recommend it at least once, but it's not for the faint of heart. Surprisingly, I ran into Tony and Keon on the way back to the shuttles to leave, which they both decided to dig deep and stay for sunrise as well. That brings me to tip number 5. To fully enjoy EDC Vegas, you need to get lost and enjoy what you find along the way. So I just got home from a long, exhausting weekend from EDC Vegas, and I'm going to be honest with you, that was my 4th EDC to attend and it may just be my last. Don't get me wrong, I've had amazing experiences at every EDC I've attended and I don't regret any of them. But as I get older, I feel like I've almost outgrown them, that it's not worth the hassle or the money to me personally anymore. And now, I may just be saying this because I'm exhausted from a long weekend, because I've said the same thing before and surprise, here we are. And it may stem from the fact that my wife's phone got stolen at her very first EDC Vegas last year. It left such a bad taste in her mouth that she didn't want to attend this year. Come to find out, we weren't the only ones, and the phone thieves at EDC is a bigger issue than what I originally thought. The next day after her phone got stolen, we went to 1 out of the 4 Apple stores within Vegas. The Apple salesman at the store told me that at their store alone, from 8 a.m. to noon that morning, they already sold 1,200 iPhones. 1,200 iPhones at one of the Apple stores. That's not even including an AT&T store, a Verizon store, T-Mobile store, you get the point. That is a lot of phones getting stolen at EDC. Almost makes me think that Apple's in on it. Not really, but after talking to the Apple worker a little bit more, he was explaining to me there's a big organized crime ring where they steal people's cell phones at these big music events. They ship them back to China, and in China they disassemble your phone and sell the parts for money. After my experience last year, I brought my phone with me, and the only reason I brought it was so I could shoot video for the YouTube video. But the whole time I was paranoid and I had one hand on my phone the whole entire event. My recommendation is, you're not gonna have cell phone service anyways, you might as well just leave it at the hotel room because it's gonna be useless. There's no reason for you to lose it or get it stolen. So, to summarize this video, EDC Vegas is the largest electronic music festival within North America, with over 500,000 people attending over a 3-day span. If you're contemplating attending this event and you love electronic music, just do it. I promise you'll have the time of your life, even if it's just a one and done deal. Yes, you're gonna be exhausted. Yes, you're gonna be deaf. Yes, you're gonna spend a lot more than what you would like, but it'll be a memory that you'll have for the rest of your life. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment below, subscribe for more because you're not gonna wanna miss out to where we're going next. See you guys in Italy.